This is how I grew up. I grew up on property with my grandma and grandpa on the property. Run over there barefoot, like in the morning, we'd have breakfast. Oh, it makes me like teary-eyed.
They're bringing Mimi and Papa's house today.
This has been like at least a year planning. Just praying that it actually makes it up. It's the perfect time of year because we're actually in a drought, so all the ground is pretty hard. First half of Mimi and Papa's new house is here. You can only do this during certain times because otherwise the ground's too soft and everything can just sink.
Let's settle down in a ghost town with sky for miles and no one around, and plant our roots like your folks did. Raise a little hell and a few kids. Let's settle down in a ghost town. Put some soul back into the ground. Bring a little slice of heaven down. Everything we thought we lost, we found. Let's settle down in a ghost town.
Good morning! Good morning, you guys. We are so excited. Big things are happening on the property today. You guys want to tell them?
They're bringing Mimi and Papa's house today.
It's actually happening. This has been like at least a year planning, years in the making of trying to like find.
This is a dream come true for over like 5-6 years now.
I mean,
honestly.
yeah, to be honest, our first house, we really wanted to find a way to get Mimi and Papa on the property, and it was just not an option. So now we moved to Tennessee. We've got 30 plus beautiful acres, and we are finally getting Mimi and Papa's house up here.
This is crazy. I came up this morning with a dump truck. We've got equipment, and they are getting the pad ready, and then the house is on its way in a few hours.
And that's like the most nerve-wracking.
So we've been trying to figure out for a while how they're gonna do this exactly.
So we found a back pathway that's pretty difficult, honestly. It's
yeah,
not
me
the
and your
easiest.
dad carved out a hole through these trees, basically.
Yeah, to get the house up here. All that to say, it's happening, so we're gonna go check it out right now. Is it tractor? You say tractor? Is that where Mimi and Papa are gonna live?
What do you think, boys? That's where they're putting their house.
Yep, it's so cool.
They're gonna be right there.
To see the house.
Yeah, she's saying tractor. So yeah, you guys will just wake up in the morning, crawl out of the house, and run over here to Mimi and Papa's house.
Literally.
Papa will be making pancakes.
Oh, he's gonna make pancakes every day.
I'm saving up for an ATV.
And hop on and go see Mimi and Papa in the morning. I feel it's like so emotional. It's actually happening.
It's kind of surreal, right?
We're gonna have like a little garden over here, and like a little swing set for the kids.
A little grove of fruit trees.
Year in planning.
I mean, yeah. A year in planning, years of dreaming, and it's actually here. This is how I grew up. I grew up on property with my grandma and grandpa on the property. Run over there barefoot, like in the morning, we'd have breakfast. Oh, it makes me like teary-eyed. But like I'd come home from school and she'd make me like cookies, and we'd have Pop-Tarts, and she'd have vegetables for me like all the time, and it was just crazy. And now my kids
We're not
gonna
gonna do that.
Yeah,
Maybe for you guys.
Mimi's here, and we're all so excited. It's happening. So this is just the first truckload of stuff. So for next we have the cement truck and the house. A lot of nerves and unknowns still about to happen, but it's exciting. But Mimi's here, so we get to watch it all happen together.
30 inches down. I mean, 30 inches down.
Is that yours? Is that what they put down?
30
I think that's what they put down.
Jackson would have loved
I
it.
know, I was like trying to get some video for Jack. Look at that, you're getting a water line. The house actually has to go through basically a holler and a bunch of trees, so it's going through the neighbor's property. And so Brian's out here, he's got his drone in the air. We're gonna see if we can get some footage of it, and we're just praying that it actually makes it up, because this is a very large item going through dips and hills and valleys, and Oh, it's so nerve-wracking. All right, we just got word that the first half of the house is sitting at the bottom of the hill, getting ready to basically make its way up to our property. Feel really good about it. It's the perfect time of year because we're actually in a drought, so all the ground is pretty hard. That was the biggest concern. We could only do this during certain times because otherwise the ground's too soft and everything can just sink.
You see your daughter? She's falling out the back
Climbing
window.
out.
Don't do that.
So the first house is here. The second part of the house should be here
This is
pretty
so
soon.
exciting.
And then it's gonna make its way up. The other big one is the concrete truck.
Yeah.
We also have to get a concrete truck up here. That is very heavy as well, and it's gotta climb up a big hill. Yay!
Yay!
We got a concrete truck up here!
Check it out. They just got it through that first gate.
Yeah, that was a big one too.
It's right there crawling.
Probably see it.
This hill,
Is
this
it going
hill
up the hill yet?
This hill, no, not yet. He's starting to turn to get for the hill, though. Straighten it up to the hill.
I'm so nervous.
Alright, so you're gonna run for the hill.
Okay.
You gotta build up some speed.
This is a big hill that the house has to climb. Here it comes. First half of Mimi and Papa's new house is here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
All right, they got the first half of the house up on the property, and now they are bringing up the second parts.
Yes. I mean, if they got one, they can do two, right? Like,
We're halfway there.
we are halfway there.
It's happening. It's really happening,
They've
babe.
laid down the concrete pillars. They've done
Yep.
all the piping for the water line. So we
Yep.
are more than halfway there. This is like, I've been like teary-eyed all day. Like, it's actually happening. I mean, honestly, my whole life, I was like, one day I want my mom and dad on the property. And Brian's always been like, we'll make that happen one day. And here we are.
Here it is.
Oh, it's so emotional. I'm so happy. That's when the unthinkable happened. It started to rain. That's right. After waiting weeks for an extended period of dry time to ensure the ground would be hard enough, it started to completely downpour as they were bringing the second piece of the house up.
My drone was definitely not happy up in the sky with all this water, but I did not care because there was no way I was gonna miss what was about to happen.
They were about to go up the biggest hill of the entire trek.
Now, the first time they drove right up with no problem, but this time it had just a few minutes of rain and it was already slippery. And let me tell you, I was white knuckling my drone controller watching this in real time.
They had to act fast. The more time they wasted, the wetter the ground became, which meant it was more slippery. Both pilot trucks parked in front of the house.
They also started attaching chains to the trucks to create a train. The Bobcat that was back at the house also came to the rescue and attached itself to the front of the train. And with the combined power of the trucks and the Bobcat, they were able to pull the house up in the rain in about 5 or 10 minutes. And then wouldn't you know it, as soon as they turned the corner, the sky parted, the rain stopped, and the sun came out again. Classic nail biter.
All right, Mom and Dad are driving us to their new house. Everyone's left, and we did it.
In the background.
Yep, we actually did it. We got it up here. We weren't sure how today was gonna go. It could have been a total
We've been
disaster.
white knuckling all day.
Yeah, and it did it. That last stretch was so stressful. We couldn't even vlog during it, but Brian got the footage. But they got it up here, and look
at that.
at it.
Let's go!
Check it out.
I can't believe we did it. That's insane.
So Mom and Dad sold their house 3 years ago, I'd say. They lived in a RV and traveled around for like, what, 2 years basically?
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years. Then they got here and they're staying with my brother right now. So it's not fully set. So it's up here, but it's actually going to go right over here. So this is like where the pillars are, where it's going to be connected.
Jim, your house still has wheels.
So this is where the house will end up going on top of. Very cool. And look at their view.
Is this your water?
It's beautiful.
That's the water. That's the shut-off valve in the ground, and then that's where it's going to hook up.
Look at my view.
Isn't this crazy?
So we chose for the
Crazy. We did it, you guys.
That's it.
If we get a tractor, we'll just
She's
get a
shipping
power.
us. That's not a thing anymore, huh?
Not really.
Nobody ships anybody.
It kind of looks like
Tombstone.
a tombstone. Yes, I was
What the
thinking.
hell? Get that out. Scribble that off.
Don't put any dates on it. We're good.
Because we had the house going through the animal pasture, all of our animals have been locked up in the corner paddock of the barn. So now that we have closed everything up, I'm gonna let them out, and I'm sure they're gonna be very happy. Hey guys, how we doing? How we doing, Duncan? This is Duncan. He was our neighbor's horse, but they brought him over here so that he could be friends with all these guys. Hello, Clay. Hi, Daisy. What an amazing day, you guys. We got the house up here and I'm just thrilled. I'm so happy for Missy's parents. I'm so happy for Missy. This is a dream she's had since she was a little girl, living on property with her grandparents. And now we get to give our kids the same childhood. Oof, it was a good day. Hit that thumbs up button if you guys enjoyed today's vlog. Thank you so much for watching, We will see you guys in our next video. Bye.